are you?
We are. We're going to get together. Lots of food, lots of fun, lots of sun. Yes.
Jumping in the pool is going to be great. We're going to keep the shopping going too in these next 2 hours because we've got some really cool things that we want to share with you.
Yeah, a lot of good things. That's what's great about Saturday shopping. We kind of try to cover as many categories as we can, so hang out with us. Oh, origami. This is the Pro. Take a look at this.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so this is the 4-tier, but it's the Pro. It's kind of bigger and sturdier and heavy, but it still folds up, just like all the origami that you love. So there's no assembly here, no tools, no screws, none of that. It is super strong. Think about out in your garage, lifting all of that stuff up off the floor and putting it up and organizing everything. We've also got some great colors. We've got some colors that I had never seen before in the Pro. They look beautiful, they look great. So maybe in your garage, in your storage shed, but also in your home as well. You're not spending all Saturday morning building something like I've done before.
I know.
And then you have one screw left over and you go, uh-oh.
It's gonna fall down.
Is that gonna happen?
Can I just say something real fast? So we've been packing up our homes, right? Going up to Pennsylvania. We're so excited about our new home for HSN. The movers couldn't stop raving about my origami.
Really?
They were such big fans. I go, I know.
It's origami.
Yeah.
I love that.
Does this literally fold up so easy? Yes, it does.
And that's high praise because they've seen everything.
They've seen everything.
Movers see everything. They know what's good when they see it. And so I'm glad that we've got that coming up.
Yes, that is coming up too.
We have lots of other things as well. Shall we just dive in and get going?
All right, Tamara, we'll see you in a little bit.
Let's do it. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to keep the shopping going. And a lot of us are on like a Saturday morning. We've got lots of errands to run, right? So we've got to go to the grocery store, the cleaners, and the market, and all those different things. And you want to do it as comfortably, as hands-free as you can possibly do it, right? And that's where the Vibes Magnetic Pocket Pal Pro, yet another pro in this hour, comes in. So this is your pocket without the strap. You can put it on any waistband, whether it's your yoga pants, because it's strong enough with the magnetic closures to hold on, your jeans, your shorts, what have you, even the waistband on your skirt. You don't have any strap going across your body, and it's large enough for you to hold all of your essentials. And what are our essentials? Our cell phones, our keys, our wallet or cash, lip gloss, and you're out the door. And that's what this is. And I'm gonna tell you, these have been very, very popular. All you're doing is choosing your color. So we've got solids and prints. We have, I'll go through all of the colors. This is leopard, and I like that it's like not your traditional leopard. It's a little softer in that look. This one is sapphire. We've got the hunter green. We call it hunter green. I would call it olive green. You let me know what you would call it when you get this color home. This one is the midnight floral. We also have it for you in solid black, which is always a hit, as is the purple. And we've got it for you in plaid. So all of these are available for under $25. You've got free shipping, and I'm gonna tell you, because it is Memorial Day weekend and we are honoring all of those who have literally fought and given their lives for our country, it's nice that we can really celebrate the weekend to help everyone. So take advantage of all of our sales, take advantage of free shipping when you see it, and let's dive into our Vibes Pocket Pro. Lori Leland is gonna be joining us. And Lori, the first time you and I presented this together, which was actually just a couple days ago.
Right.
First off, thousands have been ordered, but it just is a really great idea.
Such a great idea because you can be totally and completely hands-free. You can bring just the essentials with you. I love the fact that you're not dealing with a strap over the shoulder that's really, really heavy. Did I tell you I had to go to the doctor? My shoulder was bothering me. I didn't tell you this? He took one look at my purse and went, oh my gosh, that's probably what your problem is. We did a more in-depth, but it wasn't good for me. And it may not be good for you either. It may not feel good to carry that super heavy purse. So I love the fact that you have this magnetic technology here. This is called Snap Lock technology. And this is your Vibes Pocket Pal Pro XL. So the biggest one we've ever done, the most powerful magnets ever. And here's how it works. You have this great little silky flap right here. This just slips inside the waistband of whatever you're wearing. Jeggings, leggings, skirts, skirts, joggers, whatever it is you're wearing, this is gonna slip right inside, and it automatically snaps with that magnetic technology. It's not gonna move, it doesn't budge. If you're exercising, if you're going to brunch, if you're shopping with girlfriends, I'm just gonna take it right down here and show you exactly how easy this is to wear. All you do is drop it in, drop it, and it's automatically locked into place. And look at this, I don't have to hold anything. I don't have the crossbody cutting me in half right here. I don't always love that look or that feel. With this for the theme parks, the cruise ships, all of the things that you're doing, fits your phone, fits everything. We keep one pre-packed. I know I told you this story for our dog walking. And my husband and I packed the black one, but my husband and I each grab it on our way out the door, and everything that we need to walk the dog is right there. But I want to show you this capacity because, Tamara, this is the hugest one we have ever done, and yet it's still sleek and beautiful. Soft, silky fabrication here, beautiful hardware with that Vibes logo, exclusive brand to us here at HSN only. You also have this really, really beautiful zipper. You have a not magnetic, this is a reflective stripe right here, reflective zipper pull right here. So if you're walking at night, if you're jogging, if you're on a bicycle, they're gonna see that light reflect. So let's unpack this bag and I'll show you everything I have inside. I love the glossy lips, so I gotta bring my lip gloss with me wherever I am. I've got my cell phone in the case, so it's got a case on it, a relatively heavy case. I've got my comb to kind of get rid of those flyaways. Yes, of course, I've got my Vibes earbuds. And if you love earbuds, you need to have your phone nearby. So even if you're in your house, you need to have your phone. Are you carrying it in your hand?
Right.
Just put it in your pocket, pal, and have it with you even when you're inside the house. Got my car keys right here and my house keys. I've got my breath mints right there. And then on the inside, there is a zipper pocket. It is fully lined and silky inside, so it feels really, really high end. You've got a zipper pocket on the inside, and look at all the stuff I have in here. This is RFID blocking technology, so you don't worry about anyone scanning your private information. I've got my credit card in there that is totally safe. I have some cash. Have some bandages because we walk at the theme park and our feet start to hurt after a while. Got my little bug towelette to keep those bird-sized mosquitoes off of me here in Florida. Got my little sunscreen. I also have my medication. So I've got all of my allergy tablets. Look at all this stuff that came out of there.
Yes.
And I still have room for more. And it's so sleek and slim, you forget you're even wearing it. And again, totally hands-free.
Totally hands-free.
This.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know as you're seeing this, you're saying, oh, that sounds good for me. And you might want a couple of them because you might be packing them out in a different way. One is for on the go outside. One is for when you're walking your little furry friends, right? So you can get a couple of them. Our hot deal is that you're getting one today for less than $25. It's $24.99. If you buy a second one, you can take $5 off, which is fantastic. So let's say you're gonna get the purple and the black, because you know you're gonna get black. Everybody gets black. We always bring in the most in black. Black and purple, that second one is gonna be $5 less than the first one. So it's really a good time to get a couple while we have these as a hot deal and while we've got free shipping, because that's another savings as well. I'll tell you, black is very popular. The hunter green is the most limited at this point. So if you want that hunter green, which to me, it's hunter, I think it's more olive, but just so you know when you get it home, these two colors right here along with black are the hottest, fastest, biggest best sellers with over 13,000 total of these ordered since we originally, since the visit began. So this is your time to do it. And I know, Lori, as a lot of you are shopping, you're thinking, wait a minute, is it really gonna stay? It stays on any waistband, even your pajamas.
It does, it stays on your pajamas. If you're wearing a dress with a belt, you can put it over the belt too. So it works with dresses as well. Look at this, I'm moving, it does not budge. So we love how powerful this magnetic technology is here. I know we only have a few seconds, but I wanna unpack the dog bag for you to show you. Got the potty bags right here, leash right here, treats right here, because she's such a good girl, Tamara, she's a good girl. Got my phone, of course, I always have to have my phone. I've got my little mini flashlight and hand sanitizer.
Wow.
I still have room for more in here. Could stick a lip gloss in there, maybe it's your sunglasses, prescription glasses. This is your way to be hands-free and to take the essentials and have them on you. Great for your passport, international travel, everything is right here.
This is so good.
Super convenient.
Cruises, travel, if you don't want it to show, you cover it up with your shirt and nobody would even know it's there. So go ahead and get it. Remember, buy one for $24.99, get $5 off of the second one, and take advantage of the free shipping. 905-896. Lori, thank you so much.
Great to see you.
You too. We love shopping Saturday mornings here. So we brought in all of our favorites. I just looked over, and not only did I see Ty, I saw him standing next to Chef Shahir Massoud is in the house.
You know, Tamara, we were talking about this weekend. We're getting together and we're cooking and we're in the kitchen. It's not the cooking that is difficult, it's the prep. It's the chopping up the onions and the garlic and the herbs and the carrots and all of that. Well, we've just made it a lot easier. If you're staring at a cutting board and a dull knife, take a look at this. It's a set of 2 one-button choppers. All you're doing is pressing this one button on top. These are rechargeable. They don't have to be plugged in. There's 3 stainless steel blades inside. All you do, one press. You can even pulse it if you like the salsa a little bit chunkier. Take a look at this video from Chef right here. Whether it's your garlic, it's your onion, it's your carrot, your herbs. Herbs are hard to chop up, and it chops it up just right, uniform, evenly. So if you are cooking the onion and the garlic, it all cooks through the same way. What about the nuts? Maybe it's toppings, maybe it's a little bit of guacamole. A 2-pack today, $21.95. They come in some great colors. You've got the red and the blue down here in the front. You've got gray and blue. I said red and blue, red and black. Gray and blue here, teal and white, and your Merlot and your blush. It is 2 for you, and it's the right amount. Chef Shahir Massoud is joining us here, my friend.
Look at this, Ty.
One button.
I love this. One button, light enough to hold in your hand. No knife, no cutting board. Ty, it's having a food processor in the palm of your hands. So for your garlic, your shallots, your onions, your carrots, your herbs, an egg salad, a salsa, I'm gonna show you all of it in real time, and look at the results. Everything is absolutely perfect. Look at the garlic that I did in 5 seconds. Think about your onions, herbs, chopped nuts, breadcrumbs. And the best part is, Ty, again, the results matter. Having them all the same size as you start that soup, stir fry, it's important because it cooks evenly. Now here's the thing. We have a lot of dishes, look at that, where you dread the prep. Now you don't have to dread the prep. I'm taking, how long would that take you? 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Well, I personally wouldn't be able to get it that uniform and even get it that small. I don't have knife skills like that. And then when I put it in the stew, it doesn't cook through the same way.
And you want it to be nice and small and perfect. We don't dread the cooking. Look how light this is. Press one button.
You do 2 at a time.
I can do 2 at a time. And you know, I'm not exceptionally strong, Ty. This isn't a feat of strength.
Look at you 2 at a time. And carrots. Carrots are one of those things, too, that can be hard to chop.
Totally.
You've got that cutting board and that dull knife. This is just one press of a button to get all of that prep done.
There's that mirepoix.
And it's the right amount. Like when we show you kind of, you know, they fit in your hand, but still you're getting plenty. I don't need a big food processor to do this.
So I have a big food processor as a professional chef.
I bet you do.
And it's big and it's heavy and I never use it because we're a family of 4. And so when I need some garlic, onions, shallot, herbs, chopped nuts, I don't need to lug out that big, heavy food processor. I don't need my knife. I don't need my cutting board. And so when you see a recipe that calls for some onions and garlic and all this prep, you dread doing it. Now you don't have to dread doing it. With the palm of your hand, press the button, USB charge. It's light enough just to hold and press that button. 3 stainless steel blades, Ty, are doing the job. Notice I'm not stopping and scraping down the sides. I'm just letting those 3 blades do the job. And when it's done, those blades go into the dishwasher. Look at the parsley. Do it with your dill. Do it with your cilantro.
Look how perfect.
It's
I like
awesome.
that stacked blade system too.
Yeah.
It's not one blade that's only cutting what's at the bottom. It's a stacked blade system. So wherever any of that falls, it's cutting right through it. Or even the nuts. Also, if you just want to pulse it, maybe just want a couple of chops and you like the salsa a little thicker, you're in total control of that. Or if you want to just really, are these walnuts? What
this is just a piece of bread. You know that last piece of bread that's not sandwich worthy? And you just need a little bit of breadcrumb to make one batch of meatballs? You don't have to buy the breadcrumbs. Get that little piece of bread. Look at how even everything is, Ty. From the bread to the herbs to the celery to the garlic, the carrots even. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah, one press of the button. So you're just gonna plug it in. You're getting your charging cable. You plug it in, make sure it's charged up. Right after it's charged up, unplug it, and then you can walk around and do this with one button. That's all you need to do. You're not tethered to the wall. You don't have to replace it with batteries, none of that. You can do this anywhere at all, and really anyone can do it one button. Now, you can hold it up like Chef's doing, or you can set it on the counter and just press it if you don't want to hold it up in your hand. You are getting a 2-pack. They come in gift boxes as well. These make a great gift for someone moving into their first apartment. Maybe someone who used to be in the kitchen more often, who's not in the kitchen as much match anymore and you want to get them back in the kitchen as well, red and black, blue and gray, white and teal, Merlot and rose, you're getting 2 here. Look at this.
And you know what? I think it does solve a problem for a lot of home cooks in the sense that we don't have these kind of knife skills. We don't want to prep for half an hour just to start cooking. The cooking is the fun. The prepping, maybe not so much.
Yeah, it's true.
You take that time and make it seconds. Look at the walnuts for your ice cream sundaes or for your baked goods.
Oh, yes.
Or to top a salad, a great little hit of protein and crunch. Chopping walnuts, almonds, peanuts, really hard to do on a knife and cutting board. They wobble all over the place.
Yes.
Now you don't have to do that. How about a quick dip like a tapenade, a salsa, an egg salad, a miniature batch of guacamole. Sometimes you've got half of an avocado kicking around. This is the way to do it. Here I've got some olives, some parsley, some capers. I'm making a quick tapenade that's fresh, no preservatives. Do the same with salsa. Make a vinaigrette, make a marinade this summertime, because it is like having a food processor.
And it is that perfect amount. I love the idea
It's
of
the perfect
half an
amount.
avocado kicking around.
Yep.
I love that because we do.
We do.
When you look in your fridge and you're like, yeah, there's the other half of that avocado. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to get the knife out?
Look at
Should I
that.
chop it up? Want some guacamole? This is the perfect amount.
Stunning.
You have friends coming over, serving that little appetizer, and all of the prep was done right
Yep.
here in your chopper. You're getting 2 today, $21.95.
Yum.
Also, can I
Salsa.
put the container and the blades in the dishwasher? How do I wash
Everything
this?
goes in the dishwasher, and the magic is that 3 stainless steel blade system. That's 3 stainless steel blades doing the job. Again, I'm not stopping to scrape down the sides. I'm letting the 3 blades do the work. When I'm done, blades in the dishwasher, the base in the dishwasher, easy to clean up. No knife, no cutting board, and no big heavy food processor.
Yeah.
It's light enough to hold in your hand. It's USB charged, and if you can press a button, you can do all this prep and look at what I've done in real time. The garlic, the onion, the carrot, everything. The
This
dip.
is why you shop with us live here on HSN. This
Yep.
is not some video that we've edited and we shot yesterday. This is live. You're
Awesome.
seeing Chef do this live right here in front of you. One hand, one button, getting all of this done, making the salsa and the onions and the garlic and the carrot and all of that.
Yep.
And it's easy to store too. The other thing with a big
Exactly.
food processor, we don't take it out because it's up on the top shelf. It's hard to store. It's heavy. You got to plug it in. You need the counter
Yep.
space. Look at this, 2 at a time, getting all of his
Look at
prepping
that,
done.
and look at the results in terms of consistency. There's the shallot,
Yeah.
the walnuts. I just did some ginger here. I've done my herbs, my breadcrumbs. I think when you see a little food processor like this, you say,
Yeah.
well, you know, this is the
Oh.
real deal. I mean, it's getting you perfect
What is
results
this?
on
Is
everything
it
I'm
about a
doing.
cup and a half, whatever's
It's
in here?
about a
But
cup, absolutely. It's the right size
it's
because
the perfect size because it's never just one thing you have to chop up. You
Sure.
never open up, a recipe and it's like just do onions. It's
Sure.
onions and garlic and celery. It's all of that.
And you could do it together.
Boom.
Like I could
Getting
throw
it
a
all.
couple cloves of garlic, the onions in
Incredible.
the same chopper, the
Two
herbs.
pack.
You're gonna love it. And you get 2.
2-pack, like my favorite West Coast rapper. 2-pack. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Dad Joke Saturday. I'm here for it.
Bingo, bango.
I'm here
Okay,
for it.
here we go. Real quick, when you're ordering your 2-pack of choppers at hsn.com, I want you to check out our streaming service. Oh, we have so many great new shows. There's a 2nd season of Busy this week is happening here as well. That is starting. You can shop just like you do here live, but you can see all of our shows behind the scenes, get to know our guests and personalities of our hosts as well there. That is our streaming service. I see some chips and salsa over here that I'm going to dig into, so I'm going to ask my co-host, Tamara, if she'll take over here in a minute while I dig into the chips and salsa here, Tamara.
Yes.
Is that okay with you?
I will, but save me some chips and salsa. That's my favorite thing to eat, even
Okay.
for breakfast.
You better hurry.
We're going to keep the shopping going. And again, Memorial Day sale all throughout the weekend here at HSN. Some of us this weekend are taking our Saturday time to detail our car, to clean out all of those crumbs and the things that the kids leave behind. How are you doing it? Are you struggling through it? If you had the Casa Clean 3-in-1 handheld multifunctional vacuum cleaner, you would be done with that job in seconds. I'm telling you, this is the easiest way. It's a 3-in-1 because it is a vacuum and you get all of the attachments that you're gonna need, even to get into those small little areas. It's a blower. And it's also a pump. So it's one single device that can do it all. And I like that it's small and handheld and it can live in your car. You can even charge it in your car. So you're not having to remember to take it in and out of the house every time you want to use it. And you get everything you need. All you do is decide, do I want it in blue, which is this beautiful robin's egg blue? We've got black and we have white. Which one are you getting for under $27 and free shipping? Our favorite price is free shipping. Rebecca Wood is joining us. She's going to give us all the details. And Rebecca went into my car and got all of the dirtiest things.
Oh, no. Yes.
Because this is what it looks like.
This is exactly, except for the dried peas. That's a little weird. But I mean, everything else, 100% I've got. Isn't this? So we had this, we debuted this, I think it was February, sold out immediately. It took us this long to get it back, and now we have it back. And I'm going to tell you, it is a game changer. It's the tool you'll just grab and use every single day, whether it's in your car or even throughout the house. And we're going to show you. So it weighs 0.8 pounds.
Wow.
So it's like ounces. And there's just one little press of the button. Love that as well. You press it once to turn it on, another to bump it up to that high speed. And now let's take a look at that suction in action. We've got 3 lines here, and you're gonna see as I go through, sometimes I like to go a little slow so you can actually see the suction being brought to you, but you don't have to. It's gonna suck up everything in an instant. Look at how it brings the mess to you. So whether it's your Oreos, your dried peas in your car, it's gonna take it all up and it's gonna store it in that oversized bin. I mean, for 0.8 ounces to have that much area to fill up is unheard of. And then to get all of the attachments you want. So you can see you have the crevice tool. Now, on top of that crevice tool, let's put that brush and take it to the deep grooves.
Nice,
These are,
really.
aren't they just a bother?
They
I mean, they're so great to not get your carpet dirty and stuff, but man, they're hard to clean. You're usually slapping them alongside the cement, or maybe you're trying to dig out some quarters so you can actually vacuum at the car wash here.
This just makes it easy. And you get the attachments and you see that it's not big and bulky. And you know what, when you can stay because if you leave this in your car, you can charge it in your car, but you can stay after this. So that means you're not waiting until the car is just totally filthy and you can't take it anymore before you clean it. You can just have it at the ready, clean as you go, and it just stays that way. I like the convenience of this.
You know what I've noticed since I've had mine is that I clean as the messes happen. Instead of saying, next week I'll clean the car, next week. When Isla comes and she gets those fries, everything on the floor, you just clean as you go. Here's the great thing. I'm going to tell you how this all happened, how we had that multi-surface or multi-use application here. So we started as a vacuum. We wanted to give you that perfect car vacuum, but we noticed when we turned it on, you can see it becomes like a wind turbine. Every vacuum has an exhaust. Feel that?
Oh yeah, that's good.
But because we actually put it and concentrated it in a smaller area, it did make it like that wind turbine. And then we were like, well, then let's just add all of the attachments. So if it's your leaves, the dried leaves under your windshield wiper, your patio furniture, look at that. It's actually a fun party trick too. Take a look at that power that you're gonna get. But in an instant, you don't even have to turn it on or off. You can then take the new attachment and start vacuuming. Or, is there anything worse when your daughter comes to you and is like, can you blow this up?
Oh, it's like, go ask Dad. Yes! Because I can't do it. My lungs can't do that.
No. So yeah, it's great for these. I can't even tie these things, let alone blow them up.
Oh, look how fast it's going.
But it also could be your pool floaties.
This is good.
Your sports balls.
The sports balls, all of the things you need to inflate. So if you're keeping track, yes, you can vacuum and clean. Yes, you can blow things out like the leaves and the bugs and things like that. And then you can also inflate. All in the same tool that's less than $25, that there's nothing a la carte to buy. You're getting every attachment that you need. And sometimes, especially when you're vacuuming, you need a small tool that can really get into those crevices. You've got that with Casa Clean. Under $27, and I'll tell you, our regular price was a lot closer to $40. But today you've got a deal. Today you've got free shipping. And you choose, you're seeing it in black, we have it in white, we also have it in that beautiful robin's egg blue. And I want you to get it because these are those tools. It's not about if I need it, it's when I need it.
And at the exact same time, if you want to too, because remember, it's not just a vacuum, it's also your blower inflator at the same time. It just depends on what attachment you want to use. So let's go back to that corner nozzle and take care of the area in the car that we all dread, the cup holders. Oh my gosh, what is this for?
I don't know.
Right? What is that for? It's just going to, gather all the dirt, the mess. the cookies. I love eating those orange crackers in Carline. And then my daughter gets in and she's like, it smells like food in here. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Because you can vacuum up the mess and there's no mess. But look at how I was able to get in there and get it perfectly clean, even in those tiny, tiny, tiny areas. Now, I'm gonna turn it around and I can, actually, let's just keep going this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you, and I always have to tell people, keep an eye on here because it happens really quickly. I'm gonna vacuum it.
Oh my gosh.
See how perfect that is?
Cleaning that up.
But if you like using that compressed air, it costs so much money. That's exactly, you're getting the same thing. You're getting that compressed air in the palm of your hands.
That's so good.
Look it even cleaned this one out before I got to it.
Yes, I mean, because that's why when we say 3-in-1, we really do mean it. And you're not having to have 3 separate tools to do the jobs that this Casa Clean tool can do. I think it's a really great idea. And again, you don't need to chase batteries. You plug it in, charge it up just like we charge up our phone, just like we charge up pretty much everything in our lives right now. And let it charge and then just be ready to use it when those messes kind of in our lives come about. Shop on hsn.com. Use the QR code. I use the HSN app on my phone. That's how I like to shop. I just want to make sure you get yours while we still have them.
I love it. And I love the fact that you do get that oversized cord too. So you see, this is the cord you get. You can plug it in right here in your car. Remember, this is how it actually looks when you don't have that attachment on. Okay. So this is gonna fit in the palm of your hands. This is gonna fit in your glove compartment box. It's gonna fit under your seat, wherever you want it to. When you do wanna charge it though, you charge it right here. And so you can charge it in your car, but you can also charge it using any block you have at home.
Okay.
So that USB, all you need to know is you need USB.
Okay.
And then you've seen us use the nozzle concentrator. You've seen us use the blower. You've seen us use the inflator. Now let's use the upholstery brush, because you really do have you have the tools that you need for every single mess out there. So if you want to go in to look at that. I mean, Isla's not quite that bad, but it's close. Remember to kick it up. Did you hear that go? You have 2 modes of suction.
Yes.
And you can just clean it right up.
Think about that. That could be this car seat with all of like the crushed up Cheerios.
Yes.
And
so I could get this, but look it. So I'm showing you, you're getting the front here. How great is it in an instant though, that I can turn it into that concentrator and then get into those deep grooves. So no matter what area you're tackling, upholstery, you're getting it all, and it goes right into those corners where everything likes to hide.
This is good. It just gets better and better.
I know.
I'm telling you, we do have a sale price this weekend. Our regular price is almost $40 for the exact same tool and all of the attachments. But when you can save money and get free shipping and still get what you want and not have to go to the car wash and wait for your place in line to go get vacuumed out, and as soon as you leave the car wash, you stop off at the drive-thru and then instantly you've got more food in the car that you need to clean up. Now you have the tool at home. Now we're focusing on the car, but of course you can use this anywhere. We're just focusing on the car because it's so small and compact and powerful. It just makes it easier to keep those areas clean. Let's see some more.
And you know what? It's a perfect Father's Day gift because, you know, it's just something that's not out there. You don't see it everywhere. And it's so handy. And then you get to take advantage of it too. Crafters, you're gonna love this because it's not gonna take up that big, all that space in your, you know, I don't even have a crafting room. I've got like a crafting corner.
Yeah.
You're able to use it. And remember, it's 0.8 pounds and it goes from a vacuum to a blower to an inflator. Now let's talk about the blower because I love it. First of all, if you are getting a blower, you're also getting this attachment and you might be like, what's that for? This is gonna be perfect for your blinds. When you wanna go in, give it a little agitation to get that dust off. You know, I don't know what makes dust stick onto blinds, but it happens, right?
I know, and the blinds are some of the hardest things to dust in the house.
And because it's so kind of compact, you're gonna get right in there. You know, I even have a hard time getting into the blinds using a duster. This is gonna get right in there and blow it off, and then you can vacuum it up if you want to. But this is the one thing that I always have to say, draw your eyes to your TV, because you will miss it in a second. The tracks of our windows. I hate the sliding glass doors.
Yes.
Bugs, dirt, dust, it all loves to just go there. You can see it here, and I'm gonna put it on low because it's so fast. Look at how it just blows it right out.
Gone.
I don't care if you have patio furniture where it's been sitting all winter and there's that dirt, that, you know what, it doesn't matter, use it. you're gonna be able to blow that right away and get rid of it for good, and then take it again back to the car. We just love to show you how you can fit it in every single small, look at this right here. How would you ever clean that?
Right.
Here you're able to go in, and I love that you have those 2 modes. Remember, it's just one press on, another to bump it up into high.
Okay.
And you can get into any area.
And then to turn it off, I just press it one more time?
Press it one more time.
Okay, I'm glad you showed that because it's, again, you don't have to be tech savvy to use it. If you can press one button 2 times, you're doing this.
That's it. Just press the button. And then your car can look brand new. You don't have to go and pay somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing it as the mess happens, it's not such a big task.
That's right.
And you're saving money.
I know, and you know what? If you know, this is also a really easy way to delegate the job. Let's say you have young teens at home, and it's like, well, you drop the food here you go. You go ahead and clean it up. You can delegate the job because it's really simple and it's not complicated in any way. I'm glad that we have these for you now, and you can see over 20,000 of these have been ordered, but I always say the only order that matters is the one that's coming straight to your house. So, which color do you want? Do you want blue, do you want black, or do you want white? If you're saying, I want one for each car, boom. That's what I would do.
100%.
You know, because then you're not chasing it. You've got one in each car, you just make it easy on yourself. And actually, you could buy 2 for a little bit more than what you used to pay for just one, and the shipping is free, so why not do it?
And remember, it is 3, and it's so hard to show all of the tools because there's so much that it does. It is a vacuum, it is a blower, and it's an inflator, and it does have an oversized bin, 0 cost ownership, which I think there's actually a filter inside the bin. The bin holds a lot. Okay. There's a filter inside the bin that you just tap out or you vacuum, and it's super simple. But the fun part is, I'm telling you, if you're a grandparent, if you're a parent, you know the terrible job of having to blow everything up. I see stars. I know. I'm like, what am I doing here? This, in an instant, will blow up everything. And I love that you don't have to do that. And then that it does all of your other jobs, too. Love that. So you go home and you show your kids this.
Look at that.
Isla loves it.
Look at that. I mean, you gotta have fun when you're cleaning, right? Vacuum, blower, pump, all together. Go ahead and pick yours up. 890-291 is the number on that. And use FlexPay. It's literally $5 and change on FlexPay. So, like I said, get a couple of them. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you so much. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you, too.
Thank you.
And you can keep shopping. I know Ty is standing by because he brought along a pro. And that's the Origami Pro.
I did. I brought along a pro, and ding, 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 ding. You know what that means? I'm presenting origami, and I'm ringing the bell. I think there should be a bell when origami's on free shipping and handling, because it is rarely on free shipping and handling. It is today. And as Emily and I were talking earlier, we are moving homes right now. When the movers come in, guess what? I get to take my origami with me. It's not shelving that I permanently put in somewhere. I get to fold it up and take it with me. Why does everyone love origami so much? Well, first of all, it is incredibly versatile, incredibly strong, but there is no assembly required, and we're going to show you that multiple times here. But what we're talking about is the 4-tier rack, but this one is the Pro. This is the heavy duty. This is the one that you can put more weight on, but you will notice on an HSN deal, hot deal price, it is the same price as the regular 4-tier. So this is your opportunity to take advantage of 5 flexible payments, free shipping and handling, and a hot deal price. I want to show you the colors real quick. We have it in an eggnog that you're looking at right now. I love this. If you're putting this in your living room, putting this indoors, this eggnog is a great color. We also have it in the platinum. Maybe you've got more kind of modern decor, that kind of black and white and gray is platinum. In the back, the white, always popular. Maybe in the bathroom, you need a little more room. You can put a lot of weight on these shelves. You can also put wheels on here, and you can roll it around. Right behind me, I'll step out of the way to show you a couple of the other colors. Vintage bronze in the back. If you've got dark hardwood floors, this looks great. This could be your entertainment system. Remember, no assembly. Also have it in the black. It's a really nice matte black. And then the original, the OG, we have it in the pewter, which has a little bit of texture on there at $129.95. Free shipping and handling, 5 flexible payments. This is the Pro, but also a Pro that I brought along. Lou Caputo is also the Pro coming in here.
Why, thank you for saying so.
How are you, my friend?
I am great. How are you doing?
Good. This thing is, we were looking at this earlier, and this is heavy duty.
So here's the crazy thing. Normally, that price, as you mentioned, is the price what we sell our regular
Yes,
heavy
right.
duty rack for,
Right.
okay? I didn't know that till I came in last night, and I thought that there was a mistake. Like either we were selling the wrong one or the price was wrong or something, but this is the actual price for this. And why wouldn't you get the Pro version? I mean, if it's the same price, why wouldn't you buy the Pro?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I would.
Get that heavy duty. So normally we get to say 250 pounds per shelf.
Right. This particular version, because it is reinforced, will hold up to 300 pounds per shelf. So instead of a 1,000 pound maximum weight capacity without the wheels, you can go up to 1,200 pound weight capacity without the wheels, which I think is remarkable. But let me, if you've never seen origami before, let's start at the beginning. Origami is named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding because this is actually a steel shelf that you can fold up. The shelves themselves are 3 feet across going this way from side to side. So you've got 3 feet. There are 4 shelves, so you've got 12 linear feet of storage there. If I turn this sideways like that, you're going to see that the shelves are 18 inches across from side to side, okay? Now, if you add in the post, then it's 20 inches. So just think about, it's going to be a 20-inch standoff from the wall, okay? They stand about 60 inches tall without the wheels, 63 inches tall with the wheels, but here's the big deal, okay? With just a flick of the wrist and a little kick of the foot, I can fold this down from 12 linear feet to just 4 inches wide. Now, why that's impressive is because, number one, this is powder-coated steel, okay, which means it's going to resist corrosion. You can use them indoors, you can use them outdoors. It's also going to resist chipping and scratching, so this is going to look this good for years. I mean, when I say years, I've got some that are 15 years old and look exactly the same as the day I got them. So we're talking, a decade and a half at this point. That's impressive. When you get this home, all right, and remember, it's going to be shipped to your house for free. And that's a big deal. And the reason is our normal heavy-duty rack weighs 37 pounds, 37 and a half. This one weighs 41.3 pounds. So it's heavier because there is reinforcement in it. And it's still shipping for free. That is massive.
Yeah, so, what does that say on there? Look, that's normally 25. Just poke my head in there.
$25.
$25. I just want to see. Welcome in. I'm Ty.
It's his show.
This is my first day. Hi. $25 to ship this. That's why it's a big deal. It's a big deal when you can get the big Pro size, save $25.
Right.
And all you have to do is think about where you are going to put it because it is so versatile. It can go in so many rooms.
So when this comes to your house, it's going to be flat packed in a box. Now I know most of us had bad experiences with flat pack furniture because it involves building. Watch how I'm going to set this up. I'm not going to say assemble because there is no assembly. Watch this. I'm going to grab the sides. Going to pull it like that. It's just going to fall open. Now, here's the secret weapon that we have right here. It's called the origami toggle. This is actually a patented design. They have a patent on this. You put this through there and you push down like that. Notice the whole shelf just sat down. Because of the supports that are on there, because of the way this is engineered, this is now stable, okay? This is structurally sound where I could move this around. I could actually use it like this if I wanted to. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the top shelf over now as well. So I'm gonna rotate this around, and now watch this now. The top shelf is hinged on one side just so that it will fold. We drop the shelf, and there's one more little latch right here. You drop that into place, and Ty, we are done.
That's your assembly. That is your getting it home and spreading out all the pieces and looking at the wrench and the tools and do I have the right tool and spending all Saturday morning and then halfway through you realize you started it wrong and you got to redo it. That's it. What you just saw, that is putting it together, whether it's going in the crafting room, whether it's going in the living room, going in the garage, in the storage shed. Do you have a lot of stuff on the floor in your garage? Things like this, like your tools, like your pots. Get them up off the floor and put them where you can reach them, but you still need access to. Or do you have those big rubber tubs? Well, those will fit on there as well.
Now, Ty,
a
lot of people don't know this, but the purpose of a garage is actually for your car.
What?
I know. I know. So here's the thing. If your floor is full of kids' bikes, toys, tools, I mean, all that stuff, get it off the floor and take advantage of the vertical storage
that's right.
in your house.
And then if you need to get to something, I love mine for this. In my storage, that's it. If you've got the wheels on there and you got to get behind it, I love that. I've got multiple origami pieces in my storage shed and in my home. These are great wheels. And like I said earlier, when the movers come to pack up my home, guess what? All my organization and all my storage, I get to take with me.
Yeah, well, here's an even better thing. To move stuff out to the moving van, you can do it with the rack.
Just roll it right
I mean, it's great for that. that. It's great to carry heavy things around. Speaking of which, if you have the wheels on this, now we mentioned how without the wheels, you can put 300 pounds per shelf for a total of 1,200 pounds weight capacity without the wheels. Now, if you do want to use the wheels, which I do all the time, then we recommend you limit yourself to 75 pounds per shelf. And not because it can't handle the extra weight, but because we don't want it to get tippy on you. You know what I mean? If you're putting a lot of weight on top of it. But even at 75 pounds per shelf, it's 300 pounds that you can roll around. Now, let me show you real quick. Well, actually, that's a great shot, JJ. Let me show everybody real quick what makes the difference and why this is heavy duty. You see these bars that are welded on here that go down this way underneath the shelves?
Yeah.
Normally, you've only got one going down the middle on our everyday heavy duty rack, and that's the one that will hold 1,000 pounds without wheels. This one, we welded on 2 more supports on here. So you're actually getting 1, 2, 3 supports that go horizontally across here. And that's what gives us that extra 50 pounds per shelf for that total of 300 pounds per shelf. So it's a big deal. It's heavier than our regular rack. It normally costs a lot more.
Yeah, it does.
A lot more.
This is the price. Listen, this is on a hot deal right now at $129.95 if you need any extra storage before you put in permanent shelves somewhere. Before you hire somebody to come out and start drilling in the wall, put up permanent shelves, or before you buy something that you have to put together, it takes you all Saturday morning and you're trying to look at the instructions. Get home a piece of origami. You're going to love it. Most of us here at HSN have multiple pieces. And then if you need to take it with you, if you're setting up at the church event, if you're setting up at the kids' school, if you're setting something up at the farmer's market, you fold it up, you slip it in the back of your car, you take it with you, you open it up when you get there. You're going to love these, but you're going to love even more the free shipping and handling, the 5 flexible payments, and the fact that it is on a hot deal. I want to go over the colors again. This is the first time I'm seeing the eggnog. I love this color. Really great. It's kind of that kind of off-white, kind of cream, kind of
very
oatmeal
neutral
color.
Very, very neutral color there for the house. Next to that, we've got the platinum.
Yes.
I love that one. If you've got stainless steel appliances in your kitchen, a lot of people like to use these in there for that reason because it blends really well with that. Then next to that, we've got the white.
Yep.
Take a look at that one. Next to that, we've got the bronze, the vintage bronze back there. Then we've got the black. The black in this one I really, really like because it's a matte finish.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost a charcoal. I really like that. And then Ty is standing by the pewter, which, by the way, is the original color.
That one.
It was the only color that we offered origami in 15 years ago.
Yeah, there's a little bit of texture on there as well. Which is
I love this one.
Listen, you get 2 of these and you've got an entertainment center.
Oh, yeah.
You've got so much. Or there's your texture. Thanks, guys. You can see that. That's the pewter. So if you're following along at hsn.com. But to be able to see everything that you need access to, if you've got rubber kind of tubs and they're stacked one on top of each other, and you think, oh, I'm using my vertical space, Lou. Whatever you need to get out of those vertical tubs, it's going to be in the bottom one. It's going to be in the bottom one. You got to pull everything off. This way, you stack them up, you go right to what you need.
Well, and here's the thing, too. If you do have a storage unit, you owe it to yourself to get a couple of these. I had a storage unit, and I had 2 rows of 3 across. I'm literally touching each other, okay? I maximized every possible square inch because, well, frankly, I'm cheap. And I didn't want to buy or rent another storage unit. And here's the thing. When you're paying for a storage unit, you are paying for everything all the way up to the ceiling.
That's true.
It's not just the floor space.
Even if you only use the floor space.
Even if you only use the floor. So why wouldn't you go vertical? Why wouldn't you get a piece of origami in there that you could actually use and take advantage of that and save money because you're not going to have to get another storage space. And to your point, you know, when you're stacking tubs on here, my wife is the queen of containers, okay? So we've got tons of them, decorations for every possible holiday. And they take up a lot of space. And if you stack them, they're going to crush the things that are underneath them. That doesn't happen with origami. Not to mention the fact that in a storage unit, you can actually roll your stuff down to your car with these. You don't have to wait for those dollies that they have there.
Yes, and hope there's one you can find that someone didn't leave. Yes, you've got your own wheels here. So remember, 75 pounds per shelf with the wheels on. If you have it in place and you don't want to put the wheels on, this is the Pro. So then you can put 300. Look how quick that just happened.
I mean, it's so easy. And that's the other thing about origami, too, and I need to mention this real quick, that these are storage solutions, not a storage problem. And what I mean by that is when I'm not using my origami, it doesn't have to have that footprint and take up that space. I can fold it down to 4 inches wide. I can put it under the bed and behind a door in a closet where, you know, transport it real easy. This is not the furniture you leave behind, as you were saying earlier.
No.
And if you've got kids in college, you want something indestructible, get them some of this because this is going to last their college career, their first apartments, and everything that comes after that.
Yeah, we see, I love reading the reviews and see how people are using them. This is a customer pick. It is always a big customer pick. And the fact that it has those kind of slats in there, some people use it out in the lanai or outside, and they put their plants on there.
Yeah.
You could put your plants on there because you could just water them there because it's powder-coated steel, so it's not going to rust, it's not going to corrode. This may be what all of your plants are growing on, and then you can move it around and roll it around. At $129.95, this is normally what you would get the regular one for before you pick that one up today on a hot deal price, which won't last. The free shipping won't last, unfortunately, I'm sorry. The 5 flexible payments, that won't last either, but it's all aligning right now for you to pick up one of these large pro racks that you're getting right here today.
And I mean, there literally are people that buy a lot of origami aficionados that wait for the days where we have free shipping.
Free shipping,
41 pounds of steel,
and this,
shipped free.
I mean, this one is normally $169.95. The other one's normally $129.95.
Yep.
This is normally $169.95.
Yep.
You're
Plus
saving
shipping.
$40 off plus the $25 shipping, what I just poked my giant head in there to see a second ago, but I was looking at the screen. $25 shipping, and what Lou is doing, he's just showing you how quick, how easy this is to put together without having to build something. Do I have the right tools? Listen, we all, no matter what home, if you have a brand new home that was just built, give it a couple of months and you're gonna go, you know what I need? I need a little more storage here. It doesn't matter what home you just moved into. We all need that storage.
Every time we think we have enough, we just get more stuff. And we just have to have somewhere to store it, and that's where your origamis are gonna come in. And it's one of those things where it's not a big, do I have time to set this up? Do I have time to put this? So it's easy. It's very fast. It's immediate gratification in the world of furniture.
Yes, immediately. Because you're within seconds, and I'm not exaggerating here. Within seconds, you've got it up. And then as quick as you can put stuff on it, you're organized and you can see everything as well. The design of this is so good too. It is strong, but it's also lean at the same time. When you look at that on your screen, it's not dominating the whole place, and you didn't have to drill into the walls.
No. Oh, and speaking of which, so like my house is going back on the market soon, okay? And I was that guy when I first moved in, and this is 25 years ago before we sold origami. I felt like I've got to put shelves up in here. So I spent a couple of days with my drill, with a screw gun, and put wire shelves up all around my whole garage. Guess what's staying there when we sell the house?
All those wire shelves.
Yes, sir.
All that work
it's a gift.
All that money you spent.
The word we like to say is it's going to convey.
It's going to convey.
It's going to convey.
I just learned that recently. It will convey. But guess what doesn't convey? Your origami. You're going to take it with you. Now in the new house that you're getting, or maybe it's an older house that has no storage, or a new house in the garage, there's nothing in the garage. It's just an empty space. Now you've got your origami.
Okay, quick true story. Okay. So we've had garage sales over the years, and I have a lot of origamis in my garage, or I did. So we would have garage
people trying to buy your origami?
Yes. People would come. We literally had to put signs on the origamis that said "not for sale." Everything on the shelf is for sale. Nothing on the origami itself is not for sale. And my wife literally said, if somebody tries to take one of those, I'm going to fight them. Just because she's like, we're not. Everything else goes, not the origami.
I love that. I get it. They'd be like, oh, I don't want any of this stuff, but man, that shelving unit is really nice. And then you tell them there's no assembly at all. No assembly. It comes to you flat packed. You'll have it open and up in minutes. Lou will show you right here.
Look at that.
Got plenty of time.
What is the thing you like to say about these?
I like to say you grip it, flip it, clip it, and equip it.
There we go.
That's how quick it is.
But first you got to buy it so we can
ship it.
Boom!
Yeah, it's powder coated steel, so you can't.
You chip it.
Hey! Okay, you better. They're gonna pull the plug on us here in a second. Get yours here. Oh, you can get $25 off if you open a new HSN card. Lou, always good to see you.
My pleasure, buddy.
Thanks for being here, my friend.
Absolutely.
On a hot deal. Don't miss out. If you don't have the HSN card yet, today is your day. You become one of our VIP shoppers immediately when you open up a new HSN card. But today, you get $25 off your purchase. 1-800-695-1418. That's the number you call. All right, take a look at your screen. If you're looking at your outdoor space and you're like, you know what, I would like a place where I can maybe set my plate down or the kids can do a little art project, but I also want that really cute park bench as well, but I don't want to buy two different things. This is it. And look at him lift it. Look how lightweight and easy this is to move. It is a vinyl and resin. It's easy to clean. It's incredibly comfortable. and it's two things in one. It's bench to table. Now you see they're putting two together here to give that kind of full kind of park bench to sit many people on here as well. That's an idea I know a lot of you have done. You've picked up two of them here, but just even if it's just one at a time, it is both of those things. It's a place for the kids to eat, maybe it's your home office, but it's also that great park bench. We have two colors here for you. I believe it's the espresso, and we have that white birch as well, which is beautiful, but it's everything that you want it to be. Bench to table, very easy to transition from one to the other. Tracy Kane is here joining us. Come on out, Tracy. How are you, darling? Happy Saturday. Did I get those colors right? Because I know
you got them perfect.
Normally we have like 5 colors, but they sell out so quick this time of year. We're down to 2.
I know. Yesterday we had white, and this morning I was like, okay, so white's gone.
Gone that fast.
So this is your espresso. This is a lovely look of like a wood grain.
Yeah.
And then is paired with that dark, deep espresso brown. So I love that we have that contrast. That espresso brown is picking up the graining in that. So really beautiful accenting. And then the white birch. So you know that birch of those birch trees that sometimes you cut them up and you put them in your fireplace for fake, right?
Yes, right.
That's what this looks like here. And this is paired with black. So really contemporary looking, more modern. And look how incredible these are, right? I mean, no latches, no hooks, no clips, nothing else. Once you put these together, which only takes about 20 minutes, all the pieces fit together so nicely and easily. And this is it. So either you want a bench, right? Or you flip it over and you have your table with a bench, which is so great that you have all these purposes.
I love that it still looks like that wood grain, but listen, you know, if you've ever bought a wood piece of furniture that goes outside, all of a sudden there's splinters, all of a sudden it breaks down. It's nice for about a week. This gives you that beautiful wood look, but it's that vinyl and resin, so nothing is gonna chip on here. It's easy to clean. In the espresso, I think my producer, Kyle, did you tell me 130 remaining in this? That's it.
Wow.
130, that is it in this espresso right here, which I just love the look of this. And it's that easy, Tracy. It's just that easy because the kids are gonna do their work on here or you're gonna eat and wanna put a plate on there, but then sometimes you just wanna kick back and relax by the pool like you're at a beautiful park bench.
And I love because you're not spending your Memorial Day weekend sanding or painting or scraping. This is all ready because it is that vinyl and resin mixture and it's soft, it's smooth, there's a give to it. It's not like those hard wood benches that you sit down and after a little bit, you're like, God, my body hurts. Like, why, right?
Right. Yeah.
This has a give to it. It holds up to 1,000 pounds, so you can fit 3 adults on here nicely. And yet it only weighs 38 pounds. So it's very easy to move around. So you can move this from your front yard to your backyard. Think about using these inside as well as outside. So it's extra seating for holiday time. It makes a great buffet table at holiday time because do you see here, there aren't any supports underneath here getting in the way. So you can walk right up to it. The other secret is if you have a loved one or a great friend in a wheelchair that likes to come to your home, this is the perfect place to sit and have a meal with them, play games, play cards, do arts and crafts because they can wheel right up here.
That's perfect. I have to say, listen, I'm about 6 foot tall, 180 pounds. This is outdoor furniture that's easy like this and can transform. It's not comfortable for me. It never is comfortable until I sit on bench to table. The first thing you notice is there is just a slight bit of give, so it is comfortable. As Tracy said, it's not that hard kind of wood furniture or that very kind of hard plastic. There's a bit of a give. And it's generously sized. The size here, 3 of me could easily fit on here. $149.95. If you are in a position where you could pick up 2 of them, if you can pick up 2 of them, when you place them together, now you're getting that full park bench. You're gonna see it in the video here. That's why these go so fast, I think. Right?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's one of the biggest complaints on our remarks is that they didn't buy 2 at one time. So definitely, especially with these special colors, I don't know if these colors will ever come back again.
Sure.
You know, if it was a solid white, I'd say, don't worry, you could probably pick up another one because they aren't going to yellow, they're always going to match. But when we have these special collections here, these are like the designer collection. This is when you want to pick up 2 at one time because you will kick yourself. They're so easy. There's 0 maintenance on these.
And whether you want to use them as a picnic table or you want to use them for your arts and crafts, I'm gonna tell you, I've done arts and crafts on these. They clean up beautifully. A garden hose, a little microfiber towel, that's it. You're not scrubbing. I mean, I've done tie-dye on them and didn't ruin my white one. Yeah, we were covered, my kids and I. But the bench table was perfectly fine.
Right.
But they're so great to have that extra seating, to be able to have, you know, if you have 2 of them, you have seating for 6 adults to have a meal together. Is really nice. Should we put these together, even though they don't match?
So we're down to 2 colors, but you can get 2 in the same color here. We're down to about 100 left in the espresso here. But this is the 2 that we're talking about, full on. I kind of dig the 2-tone. Okay, anyways, that's pretty cool. But if you want to, you know, throw something over it, but you can fit in. If I want to sit in here as well, again, 6 adults, everyone's sitting outside by the pool, at the picnic, at the park, outside, wherever, enjoying that weather. And then when you're done eating and having your arts and crafts, and then you just want that really kind of romantic, charming kind of park bench, it also becomes that as well. This is a full-on, like if you were to go out and try to buy a full-on park bench, you know how like unruly that would be to get it anywhere? Yeah. And then the wood, and then how heavy that would be. This is the way to do it.
Well, and you know, these are 58 inches long. So you can actually, because they're 38 pounds, you can put this into your back of your SUV. So if you're going to, let's say, a 4th of July picnic and someone's like, could you bring a couple chairs? Oh no, I'm gonna bring you
something nice.
my converted bench, my bench to table. Or you have kids that play sports, right? So soccer games, lacrosse, I mean, I'm speaking from experience, all the summers we spent on the lacrosse field, and you're bringing your chairs, and then it's mealtime, and the kids are coming off the fields, there's no place to sit for a meal. Well, this is perfect, right? Because you have your picnic table here, but during the game, you're just gonna flip this over, and not only do you have a bench, but you have a really comfortable bench to sit on that has that back.
Look at this little area too. You've just created a little area for you and your friends to sit and hang out, right? You've created your own little area. Maybe you've got a little side table that you put your drinks on, but now it's not just like individual folding chairs that fall apart, and you gotta look at the space you've created either at home, at the park, at the ball field, which is really nice and really cozy.
And what's so fun too is I have a couple of these at home, and I'll have a dinner party outside. I'll have them set up as picnic tables, but after dinner, this is exactly what we do, right? For our after dinner drinks, we can have that conversational set. We're comfortable, we have the support of the back, and there's honestly so many places you'll use a bench in your home that you don't really think about. We use them at Halloween with the trick-or-treaters. We sit out front. You can use these in your basement. If you live up north and you have those musty basements and it's kind of a waste of space, but you would love to have that playroom for the kids, oh my gosh, get one of these, put them down there, because they're not going to soak in that musty smell, and then you can bring them up and use them outside. So they're so multifunctional.
And look, at $149.95, the amount of time that you're gonna use it, how this is really all year round. Also, normally when we present this, and I know I always address this, and I say, look, the shipping on this is about $20, but it's worth it. Today, the shipping is $7. It's $7.50 on this today. Reduced shipping and handling today. 5 flexible payments, because it's Memorial Day weekend. We're doing 5 flexible payments on everything. So we're just talking about $29.99 for you to get it home. You get it after that first flexible payment. $29.99 for 5 months, no added fee, no added interest on that. But now is the time. You get it home, and all through summer, into fall. Maybe you bring it inside in the winter, and then when the weather turns good, you bring it back outside. You're gonna be using it all the time at $149.99. And it's a piece that your neighbors will ask you about. They'll be like, oh my God, it's a conversation piece
Oh
as
my
well.
gosh, you took the words out of my mouth, because what I love is that Chad Allen actually has one of these. He uses on his balcony, or he had one on a previous property. And he said it was such a conversational piece. Everybody would come over and be like, wait, what is that? Wait, what are you doing?
Were you
like,
just...
didn't you just have a table and now it's just a bit, where did it go? But that's the beauty of this. If you have a small space, it's multifunctional. So it's built that you can use this on a terrace, on a balcony. You know, if you live in a townhouse, it doesn't take up this huge amount of space like a big, bulky picnic table does, but yet it's the beauty, it's the ambiance, it's the romance of having a picnic table.
I mean, even 2 guys who are over 6 feet tall, like if I have a buddy come over, I don't know, if I had a buddy come over and he was also 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and he came and slept in there, and we wanted to have a lunch together, and my buddy Guy Yovan shows up.
Look at this.
See, it holds up to 1,000 pounds.
Crazy. No, because we're taller guys, we're bigger guys.
Outdoor furniture does not work for us.
You imagine if you had you could put 3 or 4 little kids here.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Kid, and you're always like, kids, go over there.
Right.
You go over there, that's your spot.
Right, yeah.
Well, and you're not worried that they're going to make a mess, right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're just
Easy
going to
clean.
hose it down.
Easy clean up
I
here.
love it.
Tracy,
All right,
thank
scooch
you.
over. I'm
Thank you
coming
so
in. I
much.
want to come into the party, you know?
Let's in. Here we
All
go.
right.
Look at this. This is lovely. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Gallo Van is here. More Saturday shopping with HSN coming up next.
3 people hanging out.
All right, buddy.
Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you could get $25 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
Celebrate and shop National Streaming Week, only on HSN's free TV streaming service, QVC Plus and HSN Plus, May 19th through the 27th. Stream curated collections of groundbreaking original series, can't miss deals, and more. Plus, don't miss the Season 2 premiere of Busy This Week, May 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern. There's so much to discover, so join the party, only on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit plus.hsn.com to start streaming now.
My face needs a fresher look.
Got anything for dry skin?
This hair could use a pick-me-up.
Have you heard of Nakery?
Naked who?
From anti-aging treatments to body care and more, we help women look good and feel confident. Try Nakery for a radiant glow, baby soft skin, and hair bigger than your grandma's stamp collection.
Ooh, tell me more.
We're science-backed and an HSN clean beauty brand. Nakery, inspired by women, uniquely made for you.